Why travel is important for everyone. Do you live on a rock? I used to. Well, I lived on an island in southeast Alaska, and I'd always say that I needed to get off the rock, at least once a year. Children growing up in southeast Alaska spend a lot of time traveling. Sometimes travel is only between islands on small family boats, or the Alaska Marine Highway, or a small float plane, or Alaska Airlines flight. When my oldest daughter was in 3rd grade, she swam on the local swim club. As I said, we lived on a rock. Not many others compete against. So I began putting my daughter on the plane to Juneau or Sitka, on the ferry for an 8-hour ride to Petersburg with her coach and the team. Once kids are in middle school and high school, in order to have a basketball game, cross-country meet, or music competition, they would hop on a ferry or plane and be gone for 3 to 5 days to compete. Many times athletes or debate teams would play 2 or 3 games in a weekend. So what does this have to do with travel, you ask? How many of you get in the car and go to the beach, the mountains, maybe Idaho, Oregon? This is travel. Travel is one of life's greatest teachers. What do you learn when you travel? You're pulled away from your comfort zone and thrown into a new place that in many cases brings awe and excitement and sometimes even tears. You may even experience a new culture or explore a new neighborhood. Some of the best life lessons you can learn come from travel. I believe that travel expands everyone's perspective on life and that the world around us, whether we just travel across a state or around the world. When you step out of your comfort zone of your bedroom with your cell phone, step into a new place, you meet new people, become immersed into different cultures, taste new foods, or simply breathe the smells of an unfamiliar city, you learn a lot. I'm going to share 13 things you can learn through travel. 1. To enjoy experiences over things. Studies show that experiences provide more lasting happiness than things do. I have this quote that I like: have stories to tell, not stuff to show. Number 2. Leave your comfort zone and try new things. Doing this, you may feel excitement or even fear, but very rarely will you be bored. Eating pufferfish testicles pushed me way out of my comfort zone. Now I have stories of that evening to share. Number 3. You will learn to appreciate differences and similarities between cultures. When I first met Japanese middle school students, I assumed they were all studious all the time because of what I'd heard about schools in Japan. I learned that these young teenagers are just like American teenagers. Becoming immersed in a culture, you are exposed to the history, language, customs, and cuisine. As you explore these new places, you will find we are very similar in many ways, as I did with the Japanese and American teenagers. Number 4, you learn to be patient. The more you travel, you learn to not sweat the small stuff. Long lines at attractions or trouble communicating in a foreign language are obstacles that will arise as you travel. But being patient and working through them, by the end of the trip, you will be able to deal with most anything. Make friends with strangers as you travel. I've made several friends in Japan and other places as I've traveled. As you travel and visit with local people, share stories, ask them about their country or city, where they live. 6. Never take nature for granted. One of the best things about travel is exploring the natural beauty of the world. Your eyes will be open to the beauty of your area or the devastation that has occurred due to natural or man-made disasters. 7. Learn to be spontaneous. Plans are made before you leave on the trip. I know because I plan my trips, where we're going to stay, the activities, etc. As you travel, you learn to let some things go and embrace change. You may find yourself connecting with something you never expected to. Number 8. You learn to appreciate the little things. So many times in life, we hurry to our destination, spend time with our noses in our phones. We don't even appreciate what's around us. Travel teaches us to appreciate the little things in life and the world. Number 9, become humble. Ouch, this is hard. As a traveler, you learn humility. You realize how small you are and how large the world is. Things you take for granted at home are not always the case as you travel the world. Internet access is not always available when you think it should be. In fact, in some places, there's no internet at all. Number 10, the importance of drawing and smiling. Try to learn a few phrases in the local language before you travel. Konnichiwa or arigato, hello and thank you. When words do not come, you can always draw pictures and always smile. A genuine smile expresses friendliness and gratitude. Number 11, think outside the box. Things do not always go as you planned for on your trip. Your flight gets delayed or worse, canceled. You or someone in your group gets sick. Luggage goes on its own vacation without you. These events can be stressful, but if you think creatively and adapt to the situation, embrace the unplanned happening, make the best of the situation. Number 12, you are capable. The more you travel, you realize that you are more capable than you thought you were. You can get through TSA checkpoints, board a plane, meet new people, experience new food and different languages. You gain confidence, independence, and freedom. Your self-awareness and problem-solving skills grow. Tip number 13, you never stop learning. You may not be sitting inside a classroom or at a desk, but what you see and do increases your knowledge and awareness of the world around you. Learning through travel happens naturally. You don't have to try too hard. Be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and explore. There is this quote, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step." What I like about this is that even the most foreign country is only on the other side of the world. It isn't like traveling years to get to these new exciting places. They are only a matter of hours away. To end my talk with one last quote from Andre Gide. Man cannot discover new oceans unless he has the courage to lose sight of the shore. It is now your turn to lose sight of the shore and explore and become a traveler.